Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Hey, let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. I bet this is going to be a tasty treat. This is Dad Chews from Treehouse Brewing. These guys are up in Massachusetts and they produce some outstanding world-class beers. Never been disappointed in anything that has been sent to me from this brewery. This was sent to me by my beer brother Greg. Thanks a bunch, my brother. I do appreciate it, sir. And he writes on this one, a great Treehouse Stout contribution from his brother Adam. So Adam, thanks a bunch for picking this up and giving it to Greg to send to me. I do appreciate it. You guys up there are awesome. Awesome. Whenever I get an email from Greg saying he's got a package on the way, I'm going, yeah. Because I know they're going to be some very, very tasty beers. Greg's taste in beers are right there with mine. He appreciates some very tasty beers, and he's got in his location a lot of great breweries that he can visit in his surrounding areas and pick up some awesome world-class beers, which I don't around here. Ain't nobody around here produce a world-class beer. Nobody. Zero. Now, I can go to Richmond maybe and get some world-class beers, but nothing that's available to buy here is world-class. It's sad. It's very sad. A lot of breweries around here produce transitional crap. Nothing for the seasoned craft beer drinker. So, with that being said, I am going to read the description on Beer Advocate. They say, a homage to Dad. Dad uses a milk stout brewed with chocolate, coffee, graham crackers, marshmallows, toasted coconut, coconut milk powder, Dutch cocoa powder, vanilla salt, water taffy, hops, water, malt, and yeast. It pours a very dark appearance and gives off aromas of vanilla, toffee, sweet marshmallows, chocolate coconut syrup, a hint of graham cracker, and surprisingly hazelnuts. The flavor follows suit with the melted cherry chocolate ice cream effect washing over the palate. Boy, don't all that sound yummy. Uh, Says here, also featuring gently sweet notes of caramel, cherry cola, marshmallows, and chocolatey, sugary sweetness. It shares similar attributes and taste and appearance with coffee liqueur. The name and label honors dads everywhere, old and young, new and seasoned, who value function over fashion, utility over style, for the sake of just being, and who dedicate their lives toward the betterment and well-being of their children and loved ones, while carving out a little time for themselves in the most peculiar and inexplicable ways. What does your dad do that no other dad does? Thank you, Dad, and thanks to all your dads everywhere. Yes, no doubt. I miss my dad every day. Guys, he passed away when he was 46. I was just a young fellow then. Uh, Massive heart attack. They said he was dead when he hit the floor. He was only 46. I'm 63. His dad died at 40 of a heart attack before I was even born. Bad hearts run on my dad's side. That's why I'm doing all the exercising and dieting and everything to stay on the side of the grass, guys. And everybody says, well, he's an alcoholic. He drinks too many beers. I don't drink too many beers. I only have a couple a day. And I walk 5 to 8 miles a day to compensate for that, and then with my diet. So, doing everything I can. Not giving up everything, not giving up my beers, even though I can only have a couple, and not giving up my cigars. So, guess what it is? Life goes on. Hopefully I'll be around for a while and continue to do this for you guys. I do enjoy it. Anyway, especially when I get these outstanding world-class beers sent to me. Oh yes, oh yes. So anyway, we've gone over everything. Let me jump over to Untappd real quick. And they have the same commercial description here. This is an 8.2 percenter. So it is not a huge beer, but not a small beer either. About the middle of the road for a stout. It's not bourbon barrel aged or anything like that. But they've used a whole lot of things brewing this beer, so there should be a whole lot of tasty notes on this beer. So we don't have the IBUs. Treehouse never tells us that. So with that being said, it is time. Let it jump here and get this thing opened up and get it into the glass. Very black coming out of the can. Nice khaki colored head being poured out. It's fairly well carbonated. It's not a 10, 11, 12 percenter, so it's only 8.2, but we've already got over a finger of head on that pour. And that's only going to increase the head with me swirling it around, but I want to get everything out of the can. Not quite 2 fingers ahead, pretty close. Finger and 3/4. Very dark beer. Nice looking stout. Creamy khaki colored head on top. Not giving any light to it. It is a very dark beer, guys. A good looking stout, don't you think? To the nose we go. Rich roasted malt, caramel, toffee. A little bit of chocolate in there from the cocoa. I'm not getting a lot of coconut on the nose. Might get more of that on the taste. I don't know how prominent they wanted that to be in the beer, or how much of that they used in the beer, in the brewing process. It does smell pretty damn awesome though. And you can see the head dissipated pretty quickly though. It's just barely covering the top of the beer now. So let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Cheers Greg. And this is Dad Shoes. So Adam, thanks again for picking this up, spending your hard-earned money and getting it to your brother Greg to get to me. Cheers. Wow. Super tasty. I am getting the coconut on the taste. Chocolate from the cocoa powder, Dutch cocoa powder, coconut milk powder, toasted coconut, little bit of vanilla and graham crackers, slight hint of some coffee notes. They didn't use any coffee, and let's see how many I brewed with chocolate coffee. It does say coffee, so it was brewed with some coffee. So this will be one you wouldn't want to cellar if you want to get those coffee notes. And I forgot to look at the can. So I'm going to do the back end pour, and we're going to flip this can over and look at the date on it. It says Paint 'em Green on the bottom of it, and this is put in the can on 06/10/20. So June the 10th of 2020. So you want to drink this as fresh as you can, guys. This one is, today is the end of July. This is the 30th. So it's not quite 2 months old. A little less than 2 months old. 6 weeks, 7 weeks, between 6 and 7 weeks old in the can. So plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wraparound label. It's got Dad and his sneakers on the front. So very nice artwork on this one. Guys, it's right out of the fridge. We're going to sip on it, let it come up to room temperature, So maybe some of those aromas and tastes will be more prominent when we come back for the final chug. So let's do that. And I'm going to go out there and hit that cigar I've got going out there. I think I've got your father's cigar to go with this Dad Shoes. Imagine that. What a coincidence that is. Great cigar, great beer. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back myself now for about an hour or so. Tasty beer. Only way this could be any better is to put it in a bourbon barrel for a little while. Very tasty. 8.2% milk stout, which means they've used lactose in this. I think the toasted coconut's coming out a little bit more and prominent now that it's warmed up to room temperature. Very tasty beer. I enjoyed this. I would buy this beer if I could get it here, guys. To me, it's definitely an A beer. The roasted malt, toasted coconut, caramel, toffee, chocolate. Very nice. Final chug. Very smooth, very easy drinking. And with the lactose being there, the IBUs don't seem to be off the chain. Very, very smooth beer to drink. Very tasty beer. Like I said, guys, it's an A beer to me. Dates on the bottom of it when they put it in the can. ABV is on the back. It's telling you milk stout. A little bit of notes on the back telling you about the beer. Very nice packaging. And with the coffee being done in it, the coffee is a little on the subtle side, but if you want to get those notes, you want to drink it fresh. If you're not concerned about that, you can sell this beer. If you want to get coffee, drink it fresher. It's an A beer to me, guys. I'm gonna give it a 97. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 92. I think it's better than that. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.22. That's in their A- scale. I also, again, think it's better than an A- beer. It is what it says on the can that it is. It's a milk stout, 8.2%. If you want a big coconut notes, they're more on the subtle side to me. If you want big coffee notes, they're more on the subtle side to me, but it is a very impressive milk stout. Very enjoyable. I did enjoy this. So once again, thanks to Adam and to Greg for getting this to me where I could review it. I have never been disappointed with anything that Treehouse produces, guys. And if you're in that vicinity where you can go by the brewery and pick something up, you won't be disappointed. These guys do not make a bad beer. So, if you've had Dad Shoes from Treehouse Brewing, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.